That was a little bit of a chunky landing. Oh well. I think I tagged the side of the building as I was coming in. Dang it. Yep. 1 AU of damage. I'm up to 93 million now. I made some pretty good money the other day.
Nice.
Yeah. It's not bad when you start this game out. When they did that wipe, I started out with 90K, which is not bad. I was able to jump up into the 40 millions pretty quickly.
Oh man, with that fucking duper thing, man. If you want money, just go spend some time at Picker's Point, and that there's money to be made. If you really, really want it, there's definitely money to be made.
Guys are typing in German in here, and I can't understand any of it.
Just say da.
Good danke.
Specken
Da.
die, specken die Deutsch. Nein, nein.
Sprechen Sie Deutsch?
Auf Wiedersehen. Be right back.
All right.
I'm
I got
back.
nothing local. All right. Time to, time to put some stuff in local. I don't have nothing here on this damn planet. Skyway Transit. You know, I have rental in-game rental money, but I cannot, for some reason, to save my life, use it
Is that for the
for like renting ships and stuff.
yeah, ain't that for the where you go to do all the fighting at, whatever that server is?
Is that what that's for?
Yeah, I forgot. I can't think of the name of it.
I think I got like 400,000 or something like that. Some crazy number.
10 minutes. Come on, baby.
Yeah, 405,000. Is
Arena Commander. That's what it is.
that what it's for? Arena Commander?
Possibly.
I don't know, man. I never used it. That's probably why I have 405,000.
my Valkyrie. I wonder if that was an NPC that fucked it up.
I think it was. Looked like an NPC. Had one of those. Were you wearing that spiky helmet, or was the
That
NPC?
that was the NPC guy. I was
Yeah.
alive. I was actually
Yeah.
just came out of the bunker and uh, was bringing what little bit of loot that I'd wanted. And when I come out, I'm like, I'm running up to my Valkyrie and I'm like, where's my legs at? Where's my landing gear? Right? Because I landed it. I'm like, where's my landing gear? Where I,
Why is it bellied out?
what, what's that fire doing on? Wait a minute. What's wrong with my ship? Why is it on fire? And I'm like, what the fuck is this? I don't remember this. What's
Of
this?
all things, too, a prospector.
No, it was a freelancer.
Oh, was a freelancer? It looked like a
Uh,
prospector.
yeah, it was a freelancer. Fucking half of it was laying on. I'd picked it up with a tractor beam and threw it out of the way for, and I was gonna see if I could pick my shit up and move it out of the way, but my little tractor
Yeah.
beam wasn't doing it. Now I'm sitting here waiting for fucking.
Speaking of tractor beams, dude, that new tractor MPUV, the tractor one.
Yeah, the big one.
Yeah, that little tractor will pick up a Cutlass Black, no problem.
Yeah, she's badass.
Yeah, I was using it. I was stacking them on top of player ships that were parked out there at blocking the landing pads at mining stations. And I was stacking ships on top of their ships with it. I was like, "You want to park on the pad and log out here? Well, you're gonna wake up with a ship inside your ship." Which I can't understand why people. Why don't you just log off to the side? Log off to the side. Why you got to be on the pad and log off? But I learned a few things about that thing. It's pretty cool. I was like, damn, that's cool. What I also learned too is that the rear tractor beam, if you go too fast, it will slingshot and run right into the back of you.
Alright, try this again.
All right, let's go do some clothes shopping.
Try that again.
Let's go see what's over here at Kelco. Kelto. Anything cool? No, nothing cool.
Oh, Linda Carter with her boobies hanging out.
Linda Carter, where?
Oh, it's in the little shorts they got. It's got to be AI. I would have remembered a picture like that. As a young man, Linda Carter was right up there on the
Oh
t-
yeah, she
t-
was, dude.
Cheryl Teagues and
Yep.
fucking,
Oh, Derek.
yeah. I wasn't a big Bo fan, but Cheryl Teagues, yeah, she and Farrah Fawcett, and yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I was something else back in those days. FS9 ammos.
now they got them all fucking weirded out. You can't tell if it's a guy or a girl. If it is a girl, she looked like she needed to eat like 4 months ago. Play fucking xylophone on her fucking rib cage and fucking clavicle.
That's funny.
It's nasty, man. It's like, oh my god, girl, eat something.
That's just joined us. Zap, what's up, dude?
What zappers?
What's up, you beautiful sons of bitches?
Same old, same old. Different day.
Yeah, yeah. Every time I see your name, ways, I think of
Don't say
ways
it,
to
dude.
die.
Don't say
So many ways to die.
it. It's either that or some of the other guys come here and go, "What's up, Ways Toady?" I don't like this outfit this guy's got on. Pinstripe suit, Koya pants. Yeah, I know it is. It'll go good with my top hat and monocle. I want them shoes. There we go. What about that undershirt? Some new undershirt? Nope.
Oh, how the hell did I miss him? Come on.
I'm not gonna lie, like if you're not like if you're gonna do industrial shit, right?
Yeah.
And like you ain't gonna be getting off a ship or anything like that, fucking or if you're primarily gonna be staying on that ship, some of those industrial fucking civilian clothes, 10 out of 10.
Yeah,
Well, here's the
or
thing.
a coveralls.
You can't use it on the mole because you're actually outside, right? When you're using the mining laser, so you still need a suit. Um, I think it gets too cold in the front one, even though it's got air. I think it gets too cold on the front middle one on the mole. You'd be all right in the prospector. You don't need a
Oh
fucking.
yeah, I mean you can't really use any turds or anything like that. You have to be like a pilot or something, but like still. Or the reclaimer you'd be perfectly fine on too.
Yeah, if you
Yeah.
was just the pilot on the mole, you could get away with just running around in clothes.
Because we put on me and my buddies, we put on like the leather fucking jacket and shit. The
Oh,
pants,
yeah, the flight
the little
jackets.
mining helmet. It's just pretty cool.
Yeah.
Oh, I've seen people mimicking the NPCs already. There was two of them running around, looked exactly the same, right?
I know somebody does that.
Yeah, it's standing there, standing on a table or standing on a chair, trying to look, not stand out, looking exactly the same. Like this guy I'm looking at right now. He's probably real. I already threw a fucking bottle at his head twice. I don't know how I missed. Now I know this one ain't real. I've seen her before. This, this bum lady
Yep.
with her fucking crappy fucking jogging pants that look like they got shit on the ass.
Yeah.
Look, man, your exercise routine is not gonna. You're real. I know you're real. I know you're real. All right, where's my ship? Tired of fucking around here.
To the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
1 minute.
Your
1 minute.
insurance claim your vehicle
Hmm?
has been moved to our storage facility.
Who?
Finally.
Vehicle, your vehicle has been delivered to the
8.
following. Please visit us again.
8. Man, well, if that was an NPC bad guy, you think the fucking bunker guns would have lit him up. Wait, where am I going? Hangar 8. So maybe it was just a fucking dumbass dressed up like an NPC that fucking just crashed into my ship that, because he couldn't avoid a parked ship.
Ah, who knows, man? Who knows?
That's all right. I got my baby back. One of my
I don't know
favorite
why, but
ships.
for some reason I almost yelled out Chili's.
Nope. Valkyrie.
Oh, when you said I got my baby back.
Yeah. I caught on after a while, but it's I just planted some chilies too. It's funny, but
Mm.
yeah. No, I just got my Valkyrie. Ain't been in my Valkyrie in like 2 weeks. So I was like, oh yeah. I was like, oh hey baby, how you been? Go out, land, do a bunker, dragging some shit out. I come outside. It's like, oh what the fuck happened to my ship? Where'd this ship come from? Why is half of this ship on my ship, and the other half is on the other side of my ship? So,
Why is Hurston or Crusader Security over here making out with each other?
well, dude, here's the thing that you get a crime stat 3 like in a bunker, and you think you're just gonna drop back to menu and then end up at Grim Hex, so you could either fucking turn yourself in. Nope, they'll throw you at fucking Area 18, and of course the only fucking uh, law enforcement pay your fucking shit, your fines at is all the way at the fucking
Yeah,
uh,
right next to the cops.
no, you got to go all the way to the fucking space terminal. There's none all the way to the unless I'd never seen them, but the only
Oh,
ones
they're
I
right
know.
there as you when you run past the upright thing that you got to go around.
Okay.
Then you go into the first left-hand turn. Right in the corner, there is a payout center. What do you call it? Wanted, whatever that thing
Yeah,
is.
but them fucking guards will unload on you.
Yeah, the
Halt!
guards are standing right there.
The fuck you
Yeah,
doing?
you
Hey,
got to be
no,
fast.
I don't know why they put me here. I'm trying to turn myself in. Don't kill me.
Yeah, if you got a CS3, you're definitely gonna get shot right away.
I'm trying to turn myself in. I promise. All right, let's see.
CS2, you can kind of get away with it. They don't notice you right off the bat.
But the funny
But if,
thing is, now when you go to these sites, they're all fucking paranoid. They got their guns out, or they're in the crouch position, because they think there's something's out there. I know the bad guy. Oh, is that one of them? All right, we'll try this again. All right, so let's get a mission. Let's see here. Just trying to move my rep up.
Cousin Crows, here I come.
Man, I wonder if they got the raid on Orison fixed. I really like that mission.
Ooh, you can't go through here. This is new. I've never seen this before. It's got an authorized personnel only freaking sign on it, and then it looks like almost like a scanner system. When you walk past the Providence Center here, if you go all the way to the right, it is where it says in Providence Industrial Platform.
Yeah.
It says authorized personnel only, sub-platform transit access.
Huh.
What? That's kind of cool. Never noticed that existed.
Well, there's a lot of stuff. Like, did you do the repel the raid on Orison? That takes you to a whole nother cloud city.
Yeah.
It ain't been working. I actually liked that fucking mission. Elevators ain't working, and the guys ain't coming out to kill. At least the last time I tried it.
Yeah, I did it last time. It was pretty fun. Got a bunch of good gear out of it.
Oh,
Got some
yeah.
really nice helmets.
Yeah, 'cause them little fucking flat gray chests, well, they used to really, man, you get 5, 6 guns out of them, good guns out of them fuckers, but
Well, what pissed me off was I completed it, got all the way to the end of the boss, We finished it, and as we were coming out to get back on the ships to leave, pirates came in and blew us up. And I had
Oh.
a couple. I had been trying to get a couple golden tickets, and I got them. And I was so pissed because I lost them.
Try that again. The fuck, that's not the mission. Where's the mission? Call to arms. Here we go. There we go.
Quantum drive is now off.
Well, that last one's still bothering me because, I mean, if it was an NPC red, you think the fucking turrets at the bunker would have lit him up because I was there assisting the guards. It was their site. I killed all the enemies inside. But if that was reinforcements, I'm cool with reinforcements, but you think that the fucking... I didn't even hear the turret going off. So... didn't have a chance to run back out and get in my ship and try to defend it.
Landing gear deployed.
What kind of mess do we got down here?
Ain't nobody want to give industrial new things.
What's that?
I'm reading the industrial staff lounge and fucking they're talking about adding in like industrial channels because you brought up the mining ops, salvage ops, and cargo ops one.
Right.
And goddamn, So black belts and Gastal was talking about it. I'm like, nobody wants to give us new things, and when they do, they take it away.
Well, look, we should have separation. So uh, I don't go down to Squirrel's right secret room because I figure he's doing squirrel shit. So out of respect, I don't go down in there and disrupt his chat and whatever, right? So I just sit right up here, and then whoever comes and joins me, I'm not disrupted with my live stream or whatever, right? So they join me, I didn't join them.
I mean, you use the temporary channels usually to create the op that you want, like the
Yeah,
mining op and the salvage op.
but I mean, it's like we got an Oregon side of the org now. But anyways,
Yeah, I noticed that too. It's all right though.
but we're
Insect
industry,
lord.
you gotta have somebody to shit on, right? All right, get your booty up. Let's go kill.
I found a bug with the vulture earlier.
What's that?
I uh, I had it stored with the filler station full. I pulled it out and I went to go salvage. Didn't realize it was already full, so I had to put all that into my cargo grid. And then I finished salvaging what I could, filled it back up again. And with the cargo grid broken, like all the empty space, even where the boxes go inside the vulture, I just fill that fucker up all the way. Anyways, I went to go sell all my cargo. I got to sell everything that was in the cargo grid plus 13 uh, more boxes of RMC. And then my filler station was still full. So whatever was making that bug happen, I sold way more RMC than what I should have been allowed to sell. That's what I'm saying.
This is the second time I've seen a freelancer. I really like these. I had one time and got rid of it for a Connie.
I like the freelancers.
She's a fucking tight little shit, man.
When they make that gold standard, I think that's going to be my daily. I just have a feeling it's going to be a long time before they're gold. What was I doing? I was going to go do something. I forgot what I was going to go do.
Not me. I'm going to kill. Try not to
Doing
get
bunkers?
killed. Yeah, I'm trying.
Sounds fun. I need to do some bunkers. Am I in your
Well,
server?
I don't know. I'm just trying to get my rep up, so I'm just grinding out fucking Crusader bunkers right now. So try to get that rep
That's where
up to
I'm at
get
right
the
now.
different tier.
I need to shoot some stuff.
Cause the last patch, it was just horrible because there was so many glitches that it was impossible to put a string of fucking missions together to do any serious grinding because you'd complete a mission and then you'd get 2 or 3 would fail because the server crashed or what the fuck ever reason outside of your control for any reason but you being able to complete the mission, or you'd go in a bunker and the guys are falling through the floors, or all the guys don't load in, or and then it's like now I got this mission, and if I fucking get rid of it, I'm gonna be fucking punished. Lose some rep. Oh, I'm 19. What the freaking frack? I got left 5 left to kill.
In refineries, are you only allowed 3 jobs? 3
No.
No, you can do more?
You can do as many as you want.
Okay.
Yeah.
Holy cow, he fucked me up.
I was worried about doing more than 3. I didn't think the screens that show would move over, so I didn't press my luck.
Watch out with the desync on this server. I got lit up. Didn't even see it happen.
Well, I joined your server, Max. So if you need any help,
Oh, I'm good. Come on. 2 more. Where are you at? Oh, you over there. Okay.
I think I might go to Hurston and do some missions. I haven't killed any of those new animals yet.
Hmm. Guys ever use those Tiger Strikes versus a Panther? This set of Tiger Strikes I'm looking at for 676 DPS versus the Panther with 419 DPS. But it uses less power, but creates a bigger EM field.
Oh, that's for your ship?
Yeah. Use versus like a Panther only uses 200 power versus a Tiger Strike only uses 70, but has a cooldown rate like amazingly. It's a large cooldown. Unless you're running really good cooler, which might help with that. Shows it'll be a thermal issue on Urkel. But you gain a 50% damage overall. And physical damage. going to that Gatling gun from a Panther to a Tiger Strike. Huh. Which is weird because then you go down to the second set of turrets that are man turrets. On the bottom, a Tiger Strike generates 838 DPS, whereas the one that's on the just on the gimbal or the nose turret is only 419. I don't understand that. How has it increased so much? I don't know if it's because it's on the Verapucks. They're size 3s. If that's combined DPS for the two of them together, is that? I wonder if that's what it is.
I'm not,
Four. Yeah, it is.
I don't know none of that stuff really.
419. Yep, 419 times two is 838. Yep. Okay. So actually losing some DPS if I put Tiger Strikes on the. Let's see here. Oh yeah, big time. This is almost 500 DPS.
Man, I hit myself with the pen twice in battle and it didn't fix myself, but it worked after battle. What the freak? That's
I
okay.
got a Crusader showroom to get weapons, to get missiles. What?
Yeah, Crusader Showroom. They sell weapons up there. Well, at least I know bombs. I don't know about missiles.
Hmm.
Hello?
What's up?
So,
Yo, what's up, TJ?
What up, what up?
Another day
Oh, I
in
didn't even notice
paradise.
Crumbles popped in here. What's up, Crumbles?
What's up,
Yeah.
Chrome?
been here for a minute.
Yeah, he just snuck in here. I didn't even see you.
Ninja.
Ninja. Ooh. I'm building quite the gunboat here for an MSR.
I kind of feel that every ship that has a ramp for entry shouldn't be its only entry point.
Right? Should have an elevator or something,
Mhm. Yeah.
or a docking port you can jump into.
Yes. I get frustrated with the Carrick
Yes,
because
me
of that.
too. I love the carrot. And that's probably one of the only drawbacks to it is the fact that you got to go out the ramp.
Hmm.
Well, I don't even mind that. It's just that the fucking med bed don't work, and
It did before, but now for some reason it's not.
can't bed log. It's like, and it's not just the carrot that I'm having that trouble on. It's what the fuck?
Yeah, bed logging is bugged across the board.
Where's my guy back?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah. I was telling Max earlier when I woke up on my MSR, I fell out of the thing and went onto the ground. I was like, what the hell? Because I bed logged in the MSR at Babbage. When I woke up, I was on the ground. I was like, okay.
Can you guys hear my fiance singing in the background?
Not right
No.
this second.
Okay, good.
Tell him be quiet.
Did you say seancing?
No,
singing.
Yeah, yeah, we're
He's singing. He's currently singing karaoke with his best friend in the living room.
no Taylor Swift or else.
Yes, please, no Taylor Swift.
No Beyonce or else. Tell her we'll take your man card and its drastic measures.
But the seances are okay.
Yes,
Seance is okay.
you can talk to
Seance.
like
Summoning spirits, fine. Beyonce,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, yeah.
You want to talk to dead Marilyn? Go ahead. You want to talk, whoever? Go ahead. I
Don't bring up
judge.
Taylor Swift.
I'm just tired of those two.
Yeah.
I
And
don't
no
even-
Justin Bieber.
I
That's
actually
mine.
feel. I actually feel bad
Beebs
for
wouldn't be
that.
too bad.
I'm
Not too
actually
bad.
feeling bad for that dude right now.
Oh, why?
What is an ECN alert?
Yeah,
He's been diddled by Diddy.
he's been sent out, as a
Oh.
sheep amongst the wolves, and he got fucking.
An ECN alert is just a mission. You go there, support an AI ship protected against pirates. They
Ooh,
come
how
in
many
two
pirates
waves.
usually is it?
Depends on the difficulty level.
You need
Typically,
help, DJ?
No, I literally just spawned in. It's a 15K one, so I would imagine it can't be that bad.
the amount of ships varies. Probably, I would say at least 3. It's been a while since I've done one. To about 8.
Oh, I am good. Well, because I want to get up to MRTs, so I think I have an evaluation in here somewhere.
ECN alerts are fine. Like you can, I used to be able to do them in my Titan, so they're not impossible. I think Cutting Blacks are probably the toughest ships, unless things have changed.
I've seen at the wreck site. I don't want to do a ground one, you fucking bitches.
I'm so aggressive.
Do you have to do this ground one to get MRTs? I'm confused.
Yeah, I think you do. On some of those, you got to do ground stuff.
God damn it.
Well, the idea behind the bounties is in the future they're going to be anywhere. They're either going to be in a cave, on the ground, in the sky. The idea of just them always being ship to ship, it's not a thing. It's not going to be a thing for bounties. And you're going to have to hunt them down, which that's kind of starting to happen.
Alright, so the only things I have here... I do have my Hornet and my Saber. My C2 is probably the only thing that'll actually make it to Seraphim without having to refuel.
All right, got to go to Orison, freaking showroom. Yeet.
They were selling the bombs for the A1 before the A1 was released. I thought that was kind of interesting.
A surge? Convict.
What y'all got going on?
What's up, convict?
Up
Not
convict.
shit.
Oh, I might do some.
Just
I'm gonna
shits
have
and
to set everything
giggles.
up for. I might do some either prospector mining or salvaging. I wish cargo wasn't quote unquote. Well, that would be good for pirates too, I guess. Or at least if you're in a party with someone, you could transfer cargo from essentially one person to another.
You can.
No, you can't.
You got a tractor beaming over, but yeah.
But then doesn't it mark it as stolen?
No. Not cargo.
Oh.
I'm gonna take a break. I've been on down there with the other guys for a while.
All right, man.
What are y'all gonna be doing?
Just
I don't
chilling.
know.
Right on. I'll be
Okay.
back in a little bit.
What kind of secret
All right.
stuff you guys doing?
Yeah,
Oh,
what's
nothing.
the secrets?
Hunting white buffalo.
Oh,
Oh,
I thought that was a myth, but
that Fred Bear is awesome.
let's see.
Little Nugent reference there.
Oh yeah, old Fred Bear.
One of the best concerts I ever seen was seeing him and Ozzy Osbourne.
I never got a chance to see old Ted.
Yeah,
And well, I seen him when he was with the is it the damn Yankees or whoever the hell?
yeah, probably.
And but that wasn't Ted Nugent, so no Stranglehold, none of the good songs. Actually, you could play Stranglehold and maybe one or two of the other songs, and that's cool. I'm done. Done with Ted. I mean, a lot of his stuff was good, but just Stranglehold was just that was his best song, man.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Hey, motherfucking goddamn bitch, when you going through the floor, right? Carry it all the way out of here. I want my FS thing. Give it back. Give it back. Motherfucker. Alright. I guess I wasn't supposed to have that one. The gods just didn't want me to have it. 2 corpses is all I deserve. Hey. Well, okay then.
If I was to put a turret on the top of my Hornet, would I then be able to? Somebody said that the pilot can take over the turret and use it with the weapons that they have.
Somewhat.
What do you mean, somewhat?
You can, I think, if you're in gimbal mode and you have VJoy on, you can aim it with your mouse, but you can't. There's no remote. Well, maybe the Super Hornet had a remote view. The backseater had to access it. If I remember right. I don't know about the new Hornets.
Well, I have a Mark One. But it's a F7C, so it's not a Super Hornet or anything. But if I was wondering if I put the turret on it,
You can just aim like what you could see, but there's no remote view, if I remember right, where you get full control. If that makes sense.
well, because I think what I want to do today, and I'm going to outfit all of my ships with proper guns and shields and weapons and all the fun shit.
That's what I'm currently doing.
Seeing a bunch of videos now where scatter guns are the way to go. I'm like, that's not my style.
I like the repeaters, but everybody seems to say cannons.
Cannons do seem to be the
Cannons are good for pop, couple shots, but
yeah.
Gatlings are. I mean, the Omniskis are pretty good for right now, but the Gatlings are going to be where you want to be.
That's what I was thinking. So I was probably going to set up a lot of my ships with like laser repeaters, but try to get the best ones I can. Because yesterday in my Firebird, that shit pissed me off that I ran out of weapons after one fucking bounty.
Yeah, ballistics are not my style either.
Repair Comare. Because that's but there's a possibility that there's going to be a player.
Maybe.
What's everyone doing? Just hanging out, waiting.
Yeah, there's a Fleet 101 tonight, isn't there?
Yeah, I didn't know what time zone it was. It showed 7 p.m. for me. Is that?
Yeah, I got 7 p.m. also.
Does this
well, Discord should set it up for your. It'll
for your
automatically
time zone?
translate it to your time zone.
Cool. Okay. Yeah, I was a little. I was like, well, I'll just show up right at 6, and but that's cool that they convert it for you.
What's going on tonight?
Fleet 101.
It's worth it if you ain't done it.
I'm gonna check it out.
I've
A
set,
fleet what?
It's like some fleet training,
Wow.
flight training.
flight training.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's-
flight.
It's worth it, man. It's worth it.
Yeah.
Regardless of if you're Marines or whatever, man. I sat through it twice just to try to absorb, put it in my muscle memory so it might fall out of my head someday when I need it.
Well, I'm looking forward to my pip looking like Squirrel's is. So I was asking Squirrel about it, and he was like, "Yeah, you need to go Fleet 101. He'll tell you how to set it all up." I'm like, "Oh shit!" So there's some settings and stuff that are golden.
So I bought new missiles for my freaking electromagnetic missiles, but it's not showing in my inventory for them.
Are you at the place that you bought them from?
Yeah, I'm at the what do you call it? The showroom, buying them for my Star Runner, putting some EM missiles on, and it won't. It's not recognizing missiles.
Oh fuck.
You're in the vehicle loadout page and they're not showing up?
Yeah. We're going to vehicle weapons. Now they show up. No, missile racks.
I
Oh,
was wondering if it's not a just a lag issue.
see, it don't show them. Go to each one of my missile locations for slots, and it shows nothing. Just shows the standard missiles that are already there. Well, that's fucking gay.
When you say that's so gay, do you realize what you say?
I'm not saying it in a derogatory way. It's like saying
It's just
like
you're
saying
giving me the
bad.
opportunity to use the fucking Hillary Duff commercial. I'm gonna take
I
it.
know. Come on
Oh, the Hillary Duff. I like Hillary.
now. One of my little story I'll give you, man. My son-in-law, his brother's he's gay, but we call him Baldy. And
Wait,
yeah,
I need to know. I need to know why his name is Baldy. Is he bald?
it's just some nickname they gave him when he was a kid, and maybe Baldy Ballsack. I don't know. Who knows? He's one of those guys. Is like he'll go to San Francisco and be like, "Listen, you fucking gay people, get away from me." Well,
He's gay.
yeah, he's gay as fuck, and he's hilarious, right? Every time he's around me, he's like, "Your eyes, man." I'm like, "Shut up, Baldy. Shut up, dude." He's a funny guy.
But-
And he's like, "You're more than welcome to stay the night." I'm
Good.
like, "No, we're not doing that."
Failure to comply? Fuck you. What do you mean?
Well,
We had a good time with him. He's funny as fuck, dude.
look, I don't care. Ain't none of my damn business what
I don't give
anybody
a shit.
does. As long as it ain't fucking with my property, I do whatever the
Yep.
hell you want.
As long as we
No,
know
I
our
look at
boundaries,
it.
I'm cool.
Ain't none of my
I don't-
business what you do.
Yep. I don't care. Now, do I
Now,
believe in all that?
now
No.
the fucking pronoun shit, I think they overreach with that expected
Yeah.
pronoun. Yeah, get the fuck out of here, right?
Yeah. What's your take on that, DJ?
I mean, it's one of those things where if it's something that's gonna help you like feel seen or whatever, then fine. But some of these people do go a little crazy.
Yeah.
I'm like, you want me to call you they them? Great, cool. I don't give a fuck. Just tell me what to call you and how to refer to you, and I'm fine. But like,
I'd just rather call
especially
you
when
by
they
your
started
name.
coming up with these custom. I was like, bitch, I'm not remembering this just for you. I'm sorry,
Right.
but like,
Well, I'll tell you what. I thought they exploited it, and they exploited it for all the wrong reasons, right? About the gay marriage stuff, because my cousin was partnered with a guy for fucking, you know, would be qualified as a normal long term fucking marriage if it would have been a guy and a woman, right? But when his partner when it got sick and went down, he couldn't fucking work with the insurance companies because he's not a spouse or a fucking husband, right? That tag, right? So that's what it was, get these guys the rights to fucking live together and then deal with their shit when they're fucking burying them. So you feel really bad about that stuff, and it's like, all right, but it's not about if they, what the hell does it even matter if they get fucking married? Why don't you just let them, tell the insurance guys to change this shit on a form, and then you wouldn't even be about all that stuff that
That's
was.
where the significant other or domestic partner thing came
Yeah,
into play.
man, domestic partner, man. He's your fucking. Just basically call it. What do they call it when you're with a woman?
Common law
domestic
marriage.
Common
partnership.
law.
Yeah, common law marriage. You could have just called it a fucking common law marriage and just been done with it, right? But then they had to turn it into that whole thing where it's gonna get everybody fighting, right? Dividing. It's like, what the
Yeah,
hell?
arguing over nothing.
No, we're arguing over how stupid it was they went about getting people the stuff that should have rightly been given to begin with. But
That's because I said that's gay.
either way, they're still fucking. They're fucking human, regardless.
Well, but the crazy thing to me with all the gay marriage stuff is like I was actually at Boston Pride today, and it's all the religious nuts that that those are the people I have the questions about because I'm like, no offense, what
I'm
the
religious.
fuck does it matter to you?
I'm religious, but I'll tell you my personal point of view on it, right? It might, because I'm a follower of Christ. I love everybody, but there's some standards of which I live by. And I'm taught through my teachings of the Bible, right? Or what I've learned. And yes, you can do what you want, but I will never see you again at that point. That's what I believe. But it doesn't affect me personally how I view you or talk to you or interact with you, right? I'm not going to be like, you can't talk to me because you're gay. You might cause me to go to hell. I don't do that. That's not me. And most of Christians that call themselves Christians, beware.
They're being hateful.
Yeah.
Is what they're doing.
Yes. So I'm a
They-
follower of Christ. I'm a Christian, but I'm a follower of Christ. And
You're
there's
supposed
a
to
difference.
you're supposed to love them regardless of what they are.
Yeah.
And and then you're not supposed to judge. That he was without
Judge.
I don't
consent
judge you.
cast, right? So
I
because
mean,
be careful how you judge because you'll be judged the same way that you judged others. And so
exactly.
it's like
I bring my daughter's one of my daughter's best friends. She's a clam slammer, right?
right.
And she comes to church with us when she comes out here from Tennessee.
Yeah.
So we take her to church. The church knows that she's gay, They don't say nothing to her. They don't treat her differently. They just talk to her, and they get some people give their viewpoint towards her, but it's nothing personal
Yeah.
or
Well, it is
it's just
personal if they're giving their view to them in a place where you're supposed to go if God's going to bring them back to, from the
well
sins that they're
they
supposedly
talk to him.
doing.
They talk to
Right.
him about that. How do you feel
Yeah.
about that? They're not judging them. They're asking them
Yeah.
questions like,
Yeah.
"Hey, do you understand what this means?" And do So it's not that, oh, you're a sinner, you need to turn to God
Oh,
kind of a
yeah.
thing.
'Cause
It's more of a
Well, as they
how
always
can
say,
we?
there's no hate like Christian love, though.
Well, Christians are
Oh,
the first to hate. I'm telling you right now.
well, they got their
yeah.
fanaticals, right? And then you got the guys like me that are mind your own goddamn business, right? Don't judge and all that other
Well,
stuff.
I'm a
So,
mind your own business kind of guy, but I'm
yeah.
also a by the book type of a guy too.
Yep, I'm an eye for an eye. You fuck me, I'm gonna fuck you. I treat you as I want to be treated, and you know, if you
But
want to
I'm
go,
not, am I gonna interact with you? Is like if you ask me, DJ, like if we were friends, and he said, "Hey man, can you come to my wedding?" I'd say no, I can't. I can't participate in that.
Yeah, that's where the religious side comes in. It's
Yeah,
kind of crossing a boundary. Yeah.
yeah. For me, it is. And it's not nothing personal. It's just how I feel about it, and I respect what you do, and I'd hope you'd respect, in my turn, would respect me back. So, I mean, that's That's where I draw a line.
I'd say that's pretty normal to
Yeah.
make that your boundary where it's that's something sacred that God is involved in
you know
a
what's
marriage.
abnormal? The
Hello,
A
everyone.
conversation like this, because if you see the TV set, everybody's murdering each other. They can't have a sit down.
Yeah, we're supposed to be fighting tooth and nail because
Yeah,
it's the
gonna
deal in
have
the
gonna
earth,
have
but
a civil war, right? We hate each other. What? What
Yeah,
the
right.
hell are
most
you
of us,
talking
most of us
about?
just like ways to die. We're like, hey,
The
it's
fuck are
whatever.
you
Just don't
talking
ask me to go
about?
to your wedding.
Have a beer and sit down. Let's talk about this.
Yeah, it's crazy, But it is what it is.
it's
But if
this.
you hear me say things like "that's gay" or "fucking queer ass motherfucker," it's something like that. It's nothing to do with what I'm saying in a derogatory sense. It's more like that's bad or whack or in those terms of like verbal language. So don't get offended and don't put that thick skin on a little bit. I'm 52 years old too. It's hard to change some of that.
Yeah, we in our ways.
So just so you know where I stand, DJ. It's nothing.
I feel you.
Not really.
We gonna stay out of your way, but we a little bit bigotry, a little bit. So
I'm old school, man. We played Smear the Queer when we were kids, man. Come on. You know, that was our game we played. We throw a football in the air and tackle the guy that got the football. He
we
was the
watched
queer.
we watched George Jefferson and fucking Fred Sanford, or no, George Jefferson and
Yeah.
fucking
Sanford and Son.
yeah, Sanford. So all them guys, man, they were always tearing each other up. Archie
Yeah.
Bunker and George
Archie
Jefferson.
Bunker,
Yeah,
Yeah.
back and forth, back and forth.
Dingbat.
But it was. But see, now there's the thing.
Comedic side of it. That's where I'm
They
at.
they like to confuse bigotry with racism, right? Because you could be you could just like be.
But those
talking-
were those times.
Yeah, you're using words. Just because you got those words in your vocabulary doesn't mean that you actually want to see that whole race demolished and wiped out of existence.
Right. Or they're whatever it is they choose to do. Or
Mhm.
I don't care. I just talk smack. That's my thing.
Yep.
It's just smack talking. At the end of the day, that's all it is.
Yep.
It does. My actions prove differently, right? So if
Yep.
we were, in public, I would be just fine. In home, we'd be just fine together. I would have no problem with anybody whatsoever.
Yep.
I don't care black, white, green, yellow, gay, straight. I don't give a fuck, dude. I don't give a fuck.
Don't tread on me.
Yep. Just don't tread on me. That's all I ask. So, and I give the same respect back. Fuck, man. What does a C2 take for?
What is okay? So, quick question: What
Sure.
is upgrading your shields? Like, I'm on Urkel and I'm looking at like even just my Avenger Titan just to see,
They're balanced across the board, aren't they?
and they're all showing the same,
Yeah, that's what I'm just looking at too. I'm like, why are shields all the same? What is it?
except for like the all stop for the military is less HP.
Right. Other than that, they're pretty much basically the same HP, same power
Then-
intake.
Yeah, what is
does
the like? What about the power plants? Like, what does that do? I guess.
Yeah, same thing with the power plant. Same thing I noticed too. The only thing that's different is the quantums in some of the weapons.
Well, no, because the power plants they show different amounts of power, but then like, what does that do?
You,
What is-
that
how much
allows
your
you to use more military grade or heavier stuff.
Yeah.
You need a bigger power plant to use bigger coolers, to use
Yep.
bigger shields,
Yep.
and so on.
use bigger weapons. Yeah.
You need bigger coolers to cool bigger guns.
I will say that.
So if you're doing industrial and you want to go faster, you'd want a faster drive, which needs more power. That'll just
So then, if I'm upgrading, like let's just say again, I'm just using my Titan as an example. Should I go to military? Like, is that the? But industrial seems to be like for the power plants and stuff like that seems to be more powerful.
I don't really know myself.
I don't think they have everything sorted out yet. The idea was like each category was going to have its pros and minuses. Like the industrial might be heavier duty, it might produce more power, but it might break
Yeah.
down easier too. Whereas the military,
Yeah, right. Whereas
might be a little bit
military can be
more-
sustained.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, because if you look at the top of an Urkel, dude, it'll say sustained, burst, local gimbal, precision, and auto gimbal. It'll give you
Right.
different stats for each one of those. So if you it'll tell you like right below under like a comma, jump drive, right? Where I'm at. It tells me my size 3, kilometers per hour, blah blah blah. If you look at all those stats, it'll give you your alpha stats, your
Yeah,
that.
your volleys or
yep, and
That's
you
right,
can
burst.
And electromag missiles are the best.
yeah they
Oh
track
my
better.
God, man. Oh
Aren't they
my
Unless
still
you're
broken?
close.
I just got
If you're close. If you're close to somebody, you can hit them with crossfire or cross section,
Okay.
Okay.
like Arastas or cross sections.
You guys doing anything? Or just
I just got a crime stat.
yeah, I spawned with one.
Oh, I didn't see the fucking guard and I shot him. Oh my God. I was shooting one guy, but oh,
They put you in jail too? They kill you?
not yet.
I've been there.
You wanna
Oh man.
I
you wanna
gotta
go
go pay
team
mine
defeat
off.
to a SPK?
If you're on my server, you can come get my bounty for if you need that kind of bounty.
No, I'm on. I'm with Ways to Die. I joined him.
I'm on. Yeah, I'm on.
Well, some people need that.
I do.
Well, if you're on my server, come kill me. I'll fly right. Wait. Oh my God.
I'm at Everest right now.
I
I'm
might be
waiting for my
fucked
ship.
because they might have just blown my ship up. So I might be totally fucked.
I got mine with the hammerhead.
Will I get shot at if I undock with the crime stat?
Depends on your crime stat.
3 and
Okay,
above.
it's only one.
Yeah, 3 and above, they'll chase you around. Shoot at you.
Okay.
Oh, I'm not having a good day.
Yeah. 1 and 2, you have a chance to pay off your fines.
Okay. Cool.
It didn't used to be that way. Once you got to CS2, you were effed, but they changed that. Thankfully.
Yeah.
Well, they-
Occasionally, the
They didn't
the
shoot my
station
ship
will
yet,
shoot you.
but as soon as I get on this fucker, they're probably gonna shoot it, huh? I bet. Let's see.
And then impound it.
Well, I just want to make it to Grim Hex without dying, so I can. I don't mind dying. I just don't want to fucking wake up at like 18 and then get shot and then have then go to Grim Hex or to jail. I just want to go to jail. Get it over with.
Stored. There we go. Yeah.
Landing gear raised.
Hangar 6.
Ooh, what are you doing here, buddy? Didn't even see you come in.
Hola, hola.
If I'm just running around upgrading my ships, I might take off all my gear.
That's what I'm doing. I'm running around with this cool little outfit I bought. Got this little jacket, Little nice set
from
of shiny
Casaba?
boots. Yeah, over there, the expensive place. No, that one on Orison, that expensive joint.
Oh,
Yeah, I got me a top hat and monocle on. I'm looking all spiffy.
really? Is
Yeah.
they've got a different shipyard, like I say shipyard, but ship sales than Area 18, right?
Yeah, the Astro Andromeda, or what do they call that?
Yeah,
Astro Armada.
Astro Armada. That's it.
yeah, eight. So and then you get different ships. Are certain ships like only purchasable in certain systems or planets?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
you're a Crusader, you're only gonna get Crusader ships.
Oh, okay,
They're not gonna sell anybody else's crap.
right. Okay.
Well, because
No,
it's
that's
crap. Why would they? No, you can also get Origin.
You can, because when I was at the showroom, New Deal, it showed only Crusader.
Really?
Yeah,
It's that. Oh yeah, New Deal or whatever it's called. Yeah. Yes, yes. Where do you get the glaive?
You can't.
You
I don't
can't.
think it's
It's gone.
not-
unless you have an old glaive.
Well, I could have bought one for in-game credits. Wasn't it like 28 million or 20 million though? I thought I seen.
I think they took that out.
Oh.
Yeah.
Dang, I should have bought it.
I
Dang.
think they upgraded it. I think is they give you something else to play in place of it if you own it, pledge it.
Oh, okay. I know it's not a great ship, but I've been looking at some videos about the metas and the classes, you know, where they seem to fit in the class.
Each ship has its role.
Yeah. Get myself a mantis.
Those are pretty cool.
Yeah. How much is a Mantis?
Don't know. Can't be too expensive because they're not terribly expensive in the pledge store.
Aren't they like $300?
They're like 160, 170 last time I checked.
That might be like a 4 to 10 million ship. Can't be much.
'Cause
Because
I almost
the
bought one.
Titan is, I think, 4 million. And that's
4 million is not much now in game.
Not really.
Jesus Christ! I remember
Not when you spend 44 million for an A2.
I know. I remember when you. I miss when you can get a Cuddy for 1.4. Like what the heck?
How much
This
are they now?
inflation is just out of hand.
Oh yeah, it's crazy.
Listen, I play video games to escape inflation, and then Star Citizen gave me inflation.
Yeah, they're like, we got to keep up with the times, y'all.
yeah. we
Everybody's gonna be broke.
Bye.
Chris Roberts, an elitist. What fucking dock was I at? I forgot. I was gonna pick one.
Yeah, well, they didn't make it any easier to get money. That's what's weird.
No, they did.
It's you dupe.
Man, I just realized I was on mute the entire time.
Oh shit.
I was giving you all those answers like right off the bat because I was like, I have like a bunch of tabs open, and I was like, it's located over here. The Mantis costs
shit.
$150. You want that ship? You can't get it in game. That other ship, you got to go to Area 18. That other ship you're asking for, you got to go to the Loreville place.
Okay.
And then I was like, why are you guys ignoring me?
Well, I'm sorry, man, because I appreciate that.
Pro tip.
Well, I mean, it
We
was
were
my
ignoring
dumbass
you.
fault. No, my headset has the mute buttons on the it's on the side underneath the ear, and
Yeah.
when I go to plug the thing in, I just like throw it over, and I do this a lot. I end up hitting that stupid button either when I'm putting it down to plug it in or when I'm putting it over my ears.
I was muted too. And then I felt dumb when I realized I was, and I just like, I guess I won't mention. It's already moved on. You know what I mean?
Pro tip: you weren't ignored. We were ignoring you. You weren't on mute.
Pick on some people at Pickers.
Can't talk. Words are hard.
Funny is I picked my Star Runner and it gives me the freaking Star Lifter.
Yeah, why is everything is star something? Star lifter, star runner.
Hey,
Crusader.
We're in the
did
stars.
anybody, since you talked about the Mantis, I completely ignored a lot of the stuff that was going on during Invictus, but so the Zeus Mark II MR, that's like the interdiction version of it or whatever. Did you guys hear any stats on that? Comparing it to like the other, like
It
Honey
only-
Blue and all that stuff.
Oh, I don't know about that.
I remember someone saying a while back that the goal is
da-
the Mantis is going to be the biggest interdictor.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
only role. It only has like 2 turret hard points, I think.
Yeah.
Well,
And
that's the one that actually completely stops quantum travel and all that other shit, whereas all the other
No,
ships
I
deal
heard it's a
with it.
web. I heard it's a web. Like
The web.
it's
Yep.
sound.
Yeah.
So it keeps you in gun.
And-
Yeah, it's like 12,
how slow do you go?
1200 in the web, something like that.
And how slow are you in the web? I haven't played with that yet.
I don't know.
Oh, I'm wondering if it just brings you down to guns speed, like guns master.
It dropped me out of quantum the other day. Somebody dropped me out of quantum the other day with one, and I had to, as soon as I noticed your ship starts acting funny, I hit you to shut my power down so that I didn't lose power, and I was able to repower back up, and then I wasn't able to quantum, but I was able to fly and fight.
Well, that's where my question, the one fighter ship that I've been interested in, because that one, like the Corsair giving me my Imperial dropship fantasy, the Scorpius Antares, I think is what it's called, the
Yeah,
X-Wing kind of thing. Now, my
That should be
question
the
is
same
about
for the
that.
Mantis,
How useful is the EMP?
Pretty dang useful.
Yeah, because like the
Yeah.
Vanguard has one too, but the Scorpius is a faster ship.
Okay.
That's
They
a way to
work
go.
pretty well.
You can shut people down from shooting for a good few seconds.
Where can I get a Scorpius then?
Now the downside is if you're flying that Scorpius and you're doing that, you better have a wingman. Because
Yeah, it's
Scorpius,
just
just
paper
like the
thin.
Mantis, are not very good if you're going against somebody that knows how to fly their ship. Like they'll take you out pretty
Yeah.
Oh,
good.
really?
Yeah.
You're there to
that's-
stop somebody, get away so that your buddies can get there, and then come back
Yeah.
and hold them a bit longer, and then leave. Because
So
you're gonna be
what's
the guy that
best
gets shit
if I
on
wanted
first.
to like go in the fight and stay in the fight?
Distance.
as solo.
Yeah,
Currently?
like yeah.
It depends. So it depends on how good of a pilot you are. If you're like extremely good, Buccaneer, the 350 one of the other ones, those those small little snub fighters, which I can't remember all their
Fury?
names. There's a couple of them, like the Archimedes. They're incredibly tough because they're really really hard to hit. But the problem
Yeah.
is if they get hit, they're
You're down.
toast. But they're very good and they're extremely fast, and they have the tightest turn radius if you're doing all your stuff right. But like even like back when like Star Citizen sort of came out and I was playing it for like a few years, I considered myself a pretty good pilot, and those ships weren't really considered like amazingly good back then. But regardless of which, I wasn't good enough to fly like those types of things and stay alive. You hit stuff, and because you got to continually, have weapons on because they're lighter weapon, smaller size, so you have to keep it going to knock out the shields and so on and so forth. And then, but they're fucking nasty in PvP. Like if I see somebody in one and suddenly I realize that I'm not, hitting them, but they're hitting me, I'm like, shit, they're better than me. I gotta book it, and you can't really book it with those little fucking tiny little fighters because they're really fast. So it's a little bit rough. I've escaped more, or just ran away more often than, tried to fight them. But I can't do that. If you're a medium, a mediocre, to average pilot, and you want to do combat and it's 1v1 type of stuff, it's still going to be. This is my opinion, and it just kind of happens to be shared with like two of those YouTuber guys, the F8C, the F7A,
Indeed.
the fuck, I'm forgetting. Even then the Buccaneer, like you can like that's still a really good ship. But there's another sort of snub fighter, and I'm trying to remember what it is. It kind of looks like a TIE fighter, like
Oh, the Fury.
That one.
the
Corsair.
Fury, the
Oh.
Fury. No, Ty.
Fury. Yeah.
That one's pretty good too. You know, low weapons and stuff, but it's got insane maneuverability.
Oh my god, yeah, it does.
Yeah, get clipped on one side though, and watch how that thing does just circles.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know, you can put like 6 of them in a seat. And
I
you
will
got
say if you're in a Cuddy Black and you see one of those, just ram it. Yeah.
that's not very nice.
Your motor might fall off the Cuddy Black, then you'll be in a death spin.
I'll be better off than he will be.
Yeah, because what I'm learning very quickly about the Corsair is I absolutely love it, but in combat it's more of a liability with the wings open.
You know, I would disagree on that. If you're worried about cross section or whatever, then and then
You're literally flying a big
uh,
tuna boat.
it's yeah. The downside about the Corsair for me, I love the Corsair. I've got a Corsair. I fly it a bunch. Um, I especially loved it before they kind of fucked up the weird shielding thing. I was running deadbolts on it, and I
Yes,
was
sir.
taking down any ship
Yeah, the deadbolts.
pretty well. However, the turn radius I don't like. But I mean, I use the Corsair a lot as my daily driver when I'm just doing like solo bunker missions and stuff like that, just so because I can park the Nursa in the back. But it's a
Right.
nice ship, like, and it is it is relatively strong. It's very strong in PvE. PvP, yeah, not so much unless it's paired up with other ships that can get the other guy's attention.
Right.
It has a lot of guns on it. I mean, it's got a lot of firepower for what it is. But it's just really it all falls down to your play style. If you want a really fast ship that's like sleek and cool looking and a lot, I would say fly a Saber, the Firebird, the Standard, the Comet, whatever that they
Raven.
sell out there. Just depends on. Yeah, I wish they would sell the Raven.
That's what I just found out. Apparently, the Saber's OP.
Which
what I
one's the
think
one
the
that's set up
EMP
more
on
for
it.
dogfighting? That's the Comet or whatever it is.
I think that's the one I got.
Comet, yeah.
The blue gray.
I think it's either the Standard variant or the Comet. I don't remember which.
The Comet, they're the same ships. It's just when you buy the Comet, you pledge it, you just get more better equipment with it. I forgot what, but that's the only difference. And the paint job.
Hmm. Yeah, but I have a Firebird, and I love that they're increasing the missile capacity, but I definitely have to change out the guns in the front of it.
Yeah, you got to put some M5As. That'll be pretty damn badass then.
I'm gonna look this up right now because it's killing me that I don't know.
Oh, fuck you, motherfuckers! You don't want to.
So yeah, it looks like the Saber. Yeah, it's like it literally like the Saber Comet just starts out with better size 3 weapons, but it has the like both variants have the exact same. It's all size 3. Comet running 2 sets of size 4, so does the Comet. There are the regular one, same thrusters. No, yeah, I don't see a difference other than the skin. So maybe if you bought like the regular Saber, there's just no way you can buy a Comet skin. I have no idea. But yeah, that's what it looks like.
No.
I think the ship's like pledge wise the only, and I could be wrong. Like it's been a while since I've looked into it.
So
But the
what are they
Gladius,
gonna do with Grim Hex now that they just drop you anywhere with the
Wait,
crime
what?
stat?
What happened?
You know, now with the crime stat, if if you get killed, log back in, you fucking get put anywhere. They just don't throw you at Grim Hex now. They throw you at 18, Lorville.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh
that's why
shit! Is that like new patch or some shit?
that's why you see all them guards out, right? All them fucking guards are out now because they fucking
Oh yeah.
have been shooting at the people with the crime stat that come in there.
Yeah, I haven't seen that. Have you guys seen that? Like someone
The
get blasted?
station lights you up too. It just happened to
Yeah.
me yesterday or the other day.
Right.
I haven't seen anyone get blasted yet.
Well, I just tried to give somebody a free kill on the fucking server I'm on, but as soon as I offered it up, somebody's like, "Oh, don't do it. It's a setup. Oh, he'll kill you. Bring a lot of guys." It's like, you dumbass, man. I just want to die so I can.
That's funny.
So now I just said, "Fuck it." I got tired of waiting. I flew to Grim Hex.
Hey, what's the best size for?
I just took a
weapon?
bounty and flew into a group of 3 to
That-
4.
Are you
It depends on what you're looking for.
Are you on my server?
On a buck.
I think I was. Yep.
On the Buccaneer?
Anything Gatlin.
Who's the name on
I
the
can tell
bounty?
you.
Really?
I
His
can tell
name
you
is
what I have on
BWC
mine.
dash like 1001 or something stupid. These BWC players.
See if I
So
if
I
it's
heard
at
a light
Grim
strike
Hex,
with
it's
the
me.
tank.
And if it's me, let me know, cause I'll just fucking let you on my ship. You can just shoot me in the head and get it over with.
No. I went to fly in towards these guys, and
on
then
my
there's
on
like
my
a group
buck
of them, but they were real players hanging out.
Okay.
Oh, they're
On my
telling you to
buck-
get out of there.
on my buck, my size 4 gimbal is running an M6A cannon.
Okay.
I think
But
that hit. I think hits.
but
him.
but it's my personal preference running the M series. It's not for everybody. It's very very similar with Omni Sky. And overall it's just depending on like how how good you are at getting your shots out and your alpha damage. That's all it really is. You're eating a lot of power if you keep those things held down, but it's also gives you maximum for damage when you hit.
You guys all in the same party?
No.
I'm not in any party.
not in the party.
I'm just waiting for training.
Yeah, I think we're waiting for Wolf. At this point.
Oh, Wolf's in the fucking bed.
What?
Yeah,
he's
he'll
doing
be on.
he's doing Fleet 101 here in about 20 minutes. But I'm hearing a lot about the Omniskis. Everybody keeps saying Omniski.
The Omni-Ski and the M series are your two
What's the M
meta ones right now.
What's the M series? What is? I've never.
Cannons.
M3A, M4A,
Yeah.
M5A,
Well,
M6A, M7A.
Okay, I agree with that. Like, I think the
They're just
M7s,
cannons.
the M7s are freaking boss, but I don't know anything below that. I mean,
They're
okay.
just size differences. That's
Well,
all it
no,
is. Your
but I'm saying
M7s
that
go
the
into
7 packs a huge punch for how slow it fires, whereas the 6 and the 5 sizes, I don't think they do as much. I don't know. I don't think they're as effective as other options. Like the light strike. Someone is telling me the light strike is pretty awesome. But
If
I've
you're
never
shooting
looked at light
small
strike
targets.
for smaller targets, exactly, which is what you'll be in a small light fighter.
I mean,
don't-
just so you know, though, like all of your
I put
bullets,
M7s
your
on the
lasers, your whatever you want to call any of this stuff, it's still smaller than the size of the ship. Like it's not like none of these, even your M7s, isn't like the cross section of a snub fight or anything like that. Like you're still whatever whatever your pips are on, that like it's gonna hit. It's more about like the other ones that people like even attritions, is because they're just spitting out like their damage and stuff, and you're not going to you're not gonna heat, you're not gonna overheat. You're just gonna have to have it do its reload cycle. So that's why some people run attritions, because those are part of the meta. Omni Sky is it just has very slightly less DPS than the M series for each of the sizes, and it has 4
It's like a
meter
4 meter
range
shorter
less.
range.
Yeah. However, it is bursting. What's it called? It's firing more shots per DPS, I guess,
Yeah, getting more shots
than
per
the
second.
M4s. But the M4s have more damage than the OmniSkies by that same thing. Like if you weigh both of them together, at least mathematically, it seems like they're relatively similar.
Mhm.
So it's just like on some of my ships that like already came with OmniSkies, like I didn't bother swapping them out because I was like, these are pretty decent. But I don't know. For me, it's all like I don't necessarily like care all that much. I just don't go lower than the grade because you know what I mean, like swapping out to a bunch of size 1s when I've got a size 6 thing there.
Yeah, I mean,
Mostly
bigger is
'cause I'm
better,
not
but
that good.
it depends. Like 2 size 3s is better than 1 size 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at. That's exactly what I was meaning.
Oh yeah, if you've got a thing that's set up that already lets you set up ×2 or times or whatever, then yeah, you put that turret on and or whatever that's called, the gimbal thing, and the mount, and then yeah, put those on. More is better.
Maybe you should get them.
I'm trying to get my son to join in on this Fleet 101. He's only
Oh
14,
yeah,
but it sounds like everybody's invited, right? It's open
yeah,
for
yeah,
everyone.
for sure.
If I could get him to be motivated for it.
Does he not want to? Does he not play the game, or is he just?
No, he's sitting behind me on the couch playing Fallout. I'm like, come on, man.
Wait, which one?
Fallout 4.
Okay, that's valid. That's valid.
Right, yeah.
I have Fallout 4.
Tried 76 for a while.
Yeah.
It just sucks.
And 76
like
got better.
3.
I can't really dog on it now, but before it was dog shit. It got better now.
It did get better. They did some updates
But
or something.
yeah, but the performance is worse than Star Citizen. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how you can do worse than Star Citizen. Shit's crazy.
Like a turret.
I'm going to Lyria. All right, time to practice flying close to the ground and dying plenty of times. On a planet with no wind.
What are the best size 3 missiles right now? Is it the cross sections pretty much across the board?
It's the
Anything
electromagnetic.
The electromagnetic missiles, yeah. Any electromagnetic missiles.
Everything
But
else is
preferably
kind of broken.
the Thunderbolts.
Thunderbolts.
Sure.
Yep, that's
Hey,
what
is
If
anyone
your
here?
rack can hold it.
Is anyone here by any chance a turret expert or know about turrets?
Well, I wouldn't
some
call
things.
myself an expert, but I just took
Yeah, what are
Turret
you looking
101 or whatever yesterday or the day before.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Not really.
So it's a simple question. Maybe somebody can answer it because I'm just not seeing it.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, my wife is. I don't know. You go there. Okay, sorry. So in turret,
You're breaking up.
Yeah, you're breaking up.
Lagging pretty good. There you go.
I walked outside for a second.
You're breaking up bad. Can't hear
Are
you.
you guys
Damn
on the
headset.
same server?
It's got the distance of like 5 feet. Okay.
No, I think I joined on someone else's server.
All right, you guys hear me?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, so the question is in turret mode. If I use my mouse and keyboard, I can aim all over, no problems. If I use my joystick to aim around, even with VJoy turned on or off, it's almost like I'm viewing ahead of where I'm pushing it. And there's
Turn
no
off.
way to turn that off.
Yeah, there is. There's an option
Okay.
to turn off. Look ahead and turret.
Let me see here.
I don't remember where it's at. But there's a pilot look ahead, and then there's a turret look ahead.
Yeah, some people have actual. I think it's pretty cool, like turret setups. Like they just sit in turrets all day. It's actually kind of cool, but I don't know how fun that would be.
Well, I mean, if you've got a
That's
crew
fun.
that's running Deemers, then that could probably be pretty fun.
You just gotta
Yeah,
have
but I bet
multiple
you $1 million those people that have those turret setups have a separate screen to the side where they're watching Netflix or something.
for real. Fucking Hulu on the screen.
Cause yeah, I did that on someone's Redeemer a week or two ago, and it was loads of fun. But like, man, you're sitting there for a while.
There's a lag time,
sometimes.
yeah. There's lag time for sure.
Dang, I only got 3 Thunderbolts. Guess I'm headed to Urkel.
Just anything electromagnetic. It shouldn't matter the kind. I'm pretty sure. Just anything.
No, I remember.
Electromagnetic
Yeah.
is the.
But I feel like everybody's talking about Thunderbolts.
Well, that's yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, for size 3 and up, like that's all you can really get. There's like usually only one choice for EM for
That's-
the
you're
different
right.
sizes. So you got Thunderbolt 3s, or what's the other one? It starts with a D.
I know what you're talking about.
Dominator 2s.
Yeah, Dominators.
Dominators,
Yeah.
So there's 2 sections. There's turret look ahead enabled. I've turned that off and I've set all the everything down to 0. There's also one that I saw that was, and it's kind of one of those weird ones where it's like at pause options, turret manual gimbal default, use VJoy or whatever you're gonna do, and then the other option is turret manual gimbal free look, and that was set to same as default. So I changed it to force look direction like everything else is. I'm hoping that fixes it.
You shall see.
Yeah, I've been fighting this for like keyboard mouse. It's fine, but I'm better off actually using my stick for that. Like I actually.
That would be pretty cool too to use your sticks for that. It's pretty awesome.
You guys are doing Eliminator or something like that right now for this 101?
It's standard flight 101 or
Yeah,
whatever
when is
it's
it
called.
That's an 8, right?
It's just the air fleet 101. So it's I believe that it's like how to
how to set up
key binds and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Settings.
Well, I read through it the first time, but I had some issues with some settings, and I was like, all right, we need to change this.
I'll be there, but I think I'm pretty good on my settings. Just to go.
It's kind of nice to go through it again to make sure everything's still good. And,
Absolutely. It's always good to bounce ideas, and everyone has different like setups and what they like, and it's always good to like pick apart and take notes.
Exactly.
I just had a server error, and now my Titan is supposedly missing. That I just put all these different weapons on, so I hope it saved them. I literally hit save right before the server error happened.
Let's petition for 30Ks. Bring back 30Ks.
Why is it called a 30K? Because that's what it's called.
It's just the error code.
It's error code 30,006, 30,000, 30,016.
Yep. Yeah, you've seen him enough times.
Yeah.
Poor man. He's got the numbers memorized. This shit's
They've got
burned in his brain.
Yeah, they've got a lot of others for like where your internet is kind of acting up, but the 30,000 straight is just all of us.
30, 28.
3028. That's one I used to get a lot because my internet was terrible.
28's when you've sat around too long.
Oh, is that? Oh, that's right.
Inactivity, you get kicked or some shit.
That's
Yeah.
inactive. I can't remember what there's one for when you drop off server.
Thankfully, I haven't experienced all of them, so I don't know. But I should.
Most of the YouTube
Got my mouth
streamers-
shut.
How dare you not go through the proper Star Citizen experience?
Right, that's like my induction. I just fucking skip past it. Sorry, guys. I'm cheating.
That's what friends are for.
Yep.
I will say
Don't get
that
it.
comparative to the cost of ships, right? the weapons seem. I don't want. I feel weird saying this, but the weapons seem cheap.
Yeah.
Shut your mouth before
I
Robert
mean,
figures it out.
yeah, Chris Roberts is going to hear you. I mean, no, the problem is I don't think they're cheap. It's the fact that money is too easy to make.
Definitely not that.
Well,
I mean,
before
some
I
of
was
them are
grouping
cheap,
with you
but-
guys, that was not the problem
Yeah,
with
if
me.
you're solo and you haven't gotten with a org yet, you are not making money right now.
Yeah,
you're
not making
basically
any money. You're
spending
doing fucking
all your
box
money on
missions that paid
fuel.
$1,000.
Yeah, and you're paying for fuel and repair if you bump into something. Like that is all
Oh,
your
tell me
profit.
about it. I started the game with $35,000, did box missions, got to like 50. My first time, I got my ship damaged, I got in a battle, came back to a hangar, Seraphim, whatever, and I accidentally clicked repair for $45,000.
Exactly.
Yep.
And I was like, oh my god, I just lost all my creds. All my creds are gone.
That's half the reason we're seeing shit just all over the place, because it's right now you just ditch it and you reclaim it because nobody wants to. Well, people are trying to make money. They just ditch their ship.
Yeah, that's also going to be fixed in the future, I'm sure, as well, because I mean, even with like Death of a Spaceman,
It has to be. Yeah.
I'm not sure if you guys know about Death of a Spaceman, but it's going to be like, I don't know. They want you to value your life more. I mean, I feel they're making it more.
I don't value my life.
They're making it less about punishment. I don't think it's going to be too crazy because, I mean, even in like the NERSA commercial, the guy's like, "Oh, I've died 1,000 times." So
Right.
it's less about like, oh, keeping your life serious when you can just respawn.
Yeah.
But I do know when server meshing comes, this shit is going to be so nice because I'm getting a cool like 80 frames, and I know it's because of the amount of people in each area and the load on the servers. Because right now I am running like butter.
Yeah.
No
Alright,
issues.
because we're starting to drink, so this should get fun.
Oh, what are you drinking? Oh no.
What are you drinking, buddy?
We got culottes from Duncan, and my
Culottes?
fiance is currently putting 2 shots of vodka in mine and mixing it in our fucking magic blender.
shit.
No shit. No shit.
My body's kind of got all that all liquored up.
Oh shit.
Come on, take the drink, bitch.
Uh-oh.
Fucking put it in your hand. Won't take it.
No.
What planet is Grimhex at?
It's by yellow.
Crusader, okay.
That's where I'm at right now.
How you doing with your 6, DJ?
Well, they don't
Good,
get
I
out
love
on
them.
air.
You know?
I absolutely love mine.
You want to come fly with me on Lyria?
No.
No.
I don't know that I don't know that I trust myself that much.
Yeah, come on, you got to practice. That's the whole point.
Listen, you know the practice that I got flying with my fucking C2 yesterday and having a party.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
And wreck. Although wreck
I'm
is easy because it's all flat, but
Yep, I'm about to set my spawn at ArcCorp and just fly low fly on Lyria.
But the interesting one, well, can you use sticks? I mean, is it on like ground vehicles? I'm thinking like stuff like the hover quad, the pulse.
I'm sure you can bind it. Like, there's a way to do it. It might not be like optimal,
The most intuitive.
Yeah, but you
difficult.
can do
It really
yeah, you
is.
can do it though.
But I'm thinking even something like the Cyclone, I feel like that could be pretty easy. You just kind of, one is your throttle, like like normal, and then the other one you just move side to side to turn. I would think.
You think it'd be that easy, but Chris Roberts doesn't like ground vehicles right now.
I tried it.
That's
It's,
why I'm so confused as to why they have so
hard.
fucking many of them. But there's no reason to use them in 98% unless you're doing a bunker mission and you don't have a ship that can withstand the turret.
Well, PvP too, but it's
Yeah, but when you find yourself having like full scale PvP, needing like the ballistic missile fucking car.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, you don't really
You're-
use that. Like, you have
Yeah.
nowhere to pull it out at. But I mean, when there is 2,000 people in a server, it'll be a lot easier to be able to just drive around and shit on people.
Because
Yeah,
I mean, other than the
Pyro.
one time that I went with somebody to drive their Cyclone and I pulled out my pulse, I think that is the only time since I won my pulse in a giveaway that I've taken it anywhere.
Yeah, I remember that. That was me, and I blew up on a hill.
Yep.
Yeah, they're too.
No,
too
this
many-
motherfucker. First of all, this motherfucker. he got in my pulse. It was like, oh, like I'll be good. Like I won't damage nothing.
Goes
30 seconds later, he's screaming because he fucking blew up on a hill.
How did this happen?
It's like, okay.
When Maglev's on Maglev.
It was so fun, and then it wasn't.
It's so
that thing's a
fast.
jet ski. It's a jet ski. I was running. I was zooming around the lake. Remember? That's what
Yeah,
blew me
no, it
away. I
was
was
so
like,
fun.
"Oh, that is cool."
When your
Like,
Yeah,
as soon
hoverboard's
as
in the
that
air.
whole little,
as soon as you get off that
that
lake,
whole little area
boom.
is so cool. I didn't even know that existed.
But the planets are really, really nice. Like if you just, I swear, like just go to one of them once. Don't go to fucking what is it, Hurston? The wind is horrendous. Don't fly there. But like, or like Lyria, and you just fly. You just low fly. It's so nice. You just put music on or some shit.
Well, hello, and welcome all.
Hola.
How are we doing today?
Hello.
Hey, Max,
Hola.
I don't mean to jump on your parade here. Unfortunately, when I set this event up, it just throws me into this channel.
No.
For the
This
Fleet
is just
101.
nope.
Oh,
You're all right. This ain't
okay,
my parade.
boys, we're gonna start drinking and flying.
We just sitting around.
So-
They were waiting for you anyways. So
Okay. So if you don't mind, we'll go ahead and change this channel to Fleet 101, and we'll start here in about 4 minutes. So that way, if you guys have something you guys want to go ahead and take care of right now, we'll start this in 4 minutes. So, yeah. If you already did Fleet 101, you definitely do not need to be here. What I do ask is just go ahead and keep your mic on mute. If you're looking at Discord, you can see Whiskey 1775 has done so already. You just go back to your name, right click it, go ahead and hit mute, and then just go ahead and put that there so that way we don't have any kind of interruptions during the day. If you have some background noise going on, that doesn't interrupt the training session. Okay, so we'll just start from there. Go ahead and put yourself on mute. If you have one-on-one training already, please just jump to the next channel, and we'll kick it off here in about 3 minutes. Thank you.
I have one question. When is the next fleet? Is this always Saturday at around 8-ish? Or at least my time?
I think so.
Okay. Only because I think I might skip this one just because I'm upgrading all
The
of my
next one's
ships.
the 28th, is what I saw.
Okay.
To answer that question, you're not doing any like training right now as far as getting in a ship and upgrading stuff. This is purely for you to understand your settings and to which I'm about to talk about all this. So just stick around. You don't need to worry about upgrading some stuff. So we'll try to push through these settings and then basically give you some flight maneuvering that you can work on by yourself or with a partner. And then yeah, so you don't have to worry about upgrading anything with ship-wise.
All right.
Howdy, howdy.
What's cooking?
Good licking. Sorry, I had to.
Well, why, thank you.
All right. So while we're what's that, Jerkins?
No, go ahead. I was just thinking out loud.
Okay. Hey, so we're doing a little bit of setup. This just kind of makes things go a little bit smoother. As you can see, I do have Whiskey 1775 in here. He is kind of like the successor for me. So once I decided to go ahead and be like, hey, passing the torch because he has the wealth and knowledge that I have, then he will start be doing these events. These events used to be a weekly thing, with time and depending on how many players we have, we decided to move it to 2 weeks for right now. So that way, every other week, if we have other orgs who want to fight us, or insert other events, so that way we're not interrupting like industrial doing their events or ground guys doing some events. This kind of spreads it out so that way we're not just focusing heavily on fleet. So to answer that question, it's 2 weeks. The time frame it's rough, right? I'm over here in Japan, so it's very difficult for some individuals in the EU to make these time frames, as it's like 2 o'clock in the morning. I understand. I feel your pain. If you find or you're talking to somebody in the time frame that's like, hey, I can't make that, between myself, Whiskey 1775, Jet Skier is another good individual to talk to about some settings, and they can do some one-on-one with you. Just so you have to reach out to him, hit him up in a DM and say, hey, I'd like to get this one-on-one done because this does help you guys in promotion, and we'll kind of get into that in a little bit. So, Whiskey, how are we doing? Are you all set? Whiskey. All right. Well, while he starts that, I'm gonna, once he gets back, hopefully he'll send me a message. We're just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go live. Do a share screen. Actually, share, right? We'll go over all that fun stuff.
Hey Ruth, let's just wait off for a little bit.
All right, roger that.
I'm gonna go back
Are
up
you
to altitude. Go ahead, Wolf.
Okay. Just make sure I'm not.
We were kind of getting ready to start something, but since this is starting, we'll just hold off.
Okay. Much appreciated. And Jet, if you do need to jump down to handle that, by all means, just create that other channel and get at it. So, all right, for those that are able to go ahead and just watch my screen, let me know if I'm up and you guys can start seeing some settings. And I'll just go down the line so that way everyone says that, yeah, they can see my screen so they can follow along. If you do have your like 2 monitors up and you're able to go down these lists as well with us and make changes on the fly, feel free to do that. If not, that's okay. Just get with myself, Whiskey, Jet, someone of those natures that will be able to go through these settings when you have the ability to just talk to somebody, okay? All right. I did get very little sleep, so bear with me. I am human after all. But we did kick some butt last night, and we took care of our own. Somebody jacked up one of our convoy guys, and we chased him down for about a good 10 minutes, and he got smacked down pretty hard. Him and his buddy. So this training is valuable to you as a single pilot. This is done for any ship. It's not specifically meant for like just your fighters themselves, right? And like dogfighter ships. This is for any ship. I tailor it towards that because that's what my expertise is PvP fighting. So when we're talking about these settings, I want you guys to understand it's just my settings and what works for me. When we start to get into the graphics, I do not mind if you want to have the best experience and you have the head shaking, that immersion, if that's what you want. However, what that does do is it does prevent you to get that shot on target. So with that said, make these changes to fit your need, right? If you want to get better at PvP, these are the settings that you should try. If they don't work for you, that's okay. Tell me to F off, and I'm okay with that, all right? We're all human. We're here to have fun. So let's go ahead and go down the line.
I
All
got
right.
a question.
So
The head shake, is that just in the pilot seat or is that also on foot? Does that affect your
I don't
aim?
really see that on the. I'm not a ground guy.
Okay.
Chickens. I wouldn't.
Sorry, it popped
I
in
wouldn't
my
know
head.
that answer, but I will go over these settings and then you can take a look at them or kind of hear about them and maybe change them and see if it works for the ground. As I'm usually in the pilot seat up in the air, but
It's just for the pilot seat. Next.
very well. Let's move on. Let's try to get through. The settings are the ones that take the longest. So we're going to spend a lot of time doing this in settings, talking about some things that if you have joysticks, how to do certain keybinds to match that joystick. If you're on mouse and keyboard, what keybinds should be near your resting hand and how it placements. If it's, WSAD, what are some buttons that you can put close to those buttons so that way you can hit those buttons right away and go from there. Okay. All right. So cinematic cameras, vibrations, camera, spring movement. Those three right off the top are everything that is going to have issues with you flying your ship. All right. And that's that immersion I'm talking about. When you're shaking around in your screen, and I can demonstrate that later if need be, but normally those are all turned on. Please go ahead and turn those off. Okay. Show hints, control hints, subtitles enabled, right? All this stuff right here, all this does is just add more crap onto your screen. And if you're a new player, I suggest leaving some of those on until you get more familiarized with the game. And then you can change them as you see fit. The point I'm getting at is keep the stuff off your screen so that way you can see your target and how he's moving. Because as we later in the training here, you're gonna change some settings to where you can see their jet stream and you can see how they're moving and which direction they're moving. All right. Let's see. Dialogue, audio dialogue, all the same thing. Ship enable labels, yes. This text input relay. So if someone's saying, "Hey, I need a party invite. I need, I didn't get that mission," any of those things, you can go ahead and turn these up. And what that does, it allows that to be on your screen longer. So if you find yourself missing things because they're just taking too long, or they're too quick, I should say, go ahead and turn that up. So again, that's a you thing. Most of these settings will be based off of you. Okay. Most of the stuff that's on the ground, you can get with some of the ground guys and talk to them about. Or if you're on the ground and you want to change some of these settings, again, this is you. Sprint, crouch, prone, aim down sights if you want those things. Interaction mode, having that on, and what that will do is just you come up to a ship and you're like, where do I have to hit this button to get in? Turn that on, and then as you walk up to it, it'll just display pretty easily for you to understand. Highlight mode and interaction mode right here, always on that. That's what I was just talking about. So if you want it on all the time, just switch it over to always, all right? Especially for you new guys until you get used to it. Lean toggle, that's again on the ground. Crosshairs on the ground. Hit markers enabled, yes. If you're shooting a target, you want to know that you're hitting them. All right, so use first-person style mouse rotation instead of turret weapon mount. This is more of during like Dark Ravens training, and like Whiskey can probably speak on to you after this about turrets. So if you find yourself wanting to support fleet, however, you're just not a great pilot when it comes to like events, we might ask you to be in a missile boat or some other sort of training, okay? So what I want to do now is let's get through this first. All right, HOTAS, invert. These things, again, are just for you. If you need to switch them, if you rather go up, down, down's up, right is left, and so on and so forth, right? So that's your thrusters there. G-safe, this is a huge one. All right. In the setting, it says G-safe, disable when boosting. Now, what that means is the maximum amount of G's that you can push while you're boosting. What that tends to do, if you boost and you go left or you go up, you might find yourself blacking out, right? Next thing you know, you're screen goes black and you're dead in the water because you passed out. So, PvP related, you want to have the most maximum amount of G's that you can pull, so that way you can maneuver on your target. So think of it as like you're just about to pass out, you're hardcore to the left, you're pushing your boost, and next thing you know, your screen starts to fade a little bit. You must go right now, right? And that will just center you, and then next thing you know, you're not going to black out. That takes time to get used to. You have to just get in there and actually play with that setting to know what your threshold is, but it will give you the maximum amount of G's, whereas everyone else is still being kept at a certain point, so that way they can't black out. So if you're doing 6 G's normally, and you turn this off in a setting in keybinds later down the road, we'll talk about it, you might be pushing almost 10 G's or 8 G's on that same target. He's not going to black out, but you're able to move your ship in a position where he can't hit you, and then again, like, re-engage. Okay, this is set normally as yes. Leave this as yes, and then we'll talk about how when you get in your ship, G-Safe is always on, and that's a separate button you have to change in keybind, so that way you can turn it off in your ship and turn it on if you're not used to it. But we'll get there. All right, let's see. Flight speed limiter default on. Yes. For new guys, just leave it on until you get used to it. If you know about this, I personally turn it off, because what that is when I get into the game, we'll talk about this fleet speed limiter. And what that allows me to do is, if you've ever flown in this game before, you'll have like a red bar and then like a blue bar, and then there's a little box next to it. What that will do is basically just do a keybind, you hit a button, and that turns it off, so that way when you accelerate with holding W, or if you have pedals or sticks by pushing forward, what that will do is it'll allow you to go past that threshold and go into the red. Once you go into that red, though, just know if you try to rotate your ship's not going to maneuver the way a normal flight ship would be if it was in the blue, right? So it might take you a long loop around if you're in the red, because you're going too fast. Whereas if you're in the blue, you might be able to do that quick U-turn because you're in a safe zone, right? Like SCM mode, right? And as long as you keep it on the blue, you can maneuver your ship pretty easily. Whereas if you're in the red, you're basically, I won't say you're a sitting duck, but it's hard to maneuver if you're always in the red, okay? And that kind of goes into throttle control, and we'll talk about that later. So we have proximity assist. Go ahead and turn that on. Space brake, engage boost. Now, I have this turned off because of a resource, right? If you're using boost in a dogfight, or say you're up in the event, having your resources with you to be able to maximize those G's I was talking about, you don't want to be wasting it by trying to slow down and hitting your space brake, all right? So just leave that off. If you find that you do better with it, please turn it on. All right, next one is coupled mode. Now, what coupled mode does is this will allow you to, say you're going straight and you're doing the max amount of speed possible. If you let go of W or your stick or pedals, you just let it go, what that's going to do is your ship's going to naturally slow down. Your thrusters are going to slow you down. However, if you switch to decoupled mode and you do that same maneuver or that movement straight forward, what that's going to do is allow you to let go of going like W or your pedal, and then you can rotate your ship. You are still going in the same trajectory, the same motion, the same amount of speed, and be able to turn your ship around to go ahead and shoot on the target that's chasing you, right? So that just really depends on how you maneuver it. I try to tell people to what I call ripping off the Band-Aid. Everyone's so used to probably flying in coupled mode that when it comes to decouple mode, it's very difficult for those individuals. If it doesn't work for you, because consistency, I'll say that word, I don't know, probably like 100 times. Consistency is what's really going to help you. All right. Would I like for you to fly decoupled? Yes. Will you fly coupled? Most likely. Right. So, 1 second. Okay. All right, moving on. All right, so pilot relative axis cross time, crossing trap time. Excuse me. Holy crap. These settings, leave them. What do you call it? Leave them alone. Right. If you've been playing for a short period of time, a long period of time, leave them be. Right. Goes back to that word I'm talking about, consistency. This one right here, pilot ESP strength. What this does, and the best way I can do if you're watching my screen and my mouse, let's just go ahead and pick this 30 right here. If this 30 is a ship, right, and you're facing this direction, right, but the ship's over here. What this setting does, which I suggest leaving at 1, but if you find out that you want to move this down, what this will do is allow you, the closer you get to 30, so say you're going really fast, it'll slow it down till you get on target. All right, that's what this ESP strength will do for you. If you find yourself overshooting it from right to left to that 30 and you're overshooting it, that just means if you're on using A or D on a keyboard or left or right on a joystick, you will have to tailor your hand to basically get used to it, I guess you can say. I know that's really hard. There's a setting that we'll talk about in control that might help you out with that, which is called curves. However, consistency, by you going from right to left with this ESP at 1, you might get used to coming over here and it slows down and right on your target.
Hey, Wolf.
If you find that you're... What's that?
Your mouse isn't showing up right now for whiskey. I just wanted to let you know in case anybody else wasn't seeing it.
Is there anybody else having that problem?
I don't think anybody sees your mouse.
Okay. All right. Well, hopefully I explained it in a way where think of it as your ship, your nose. And thank you, Whiskey, by the way. Think of it as like if your nose, you're trying to turn on a ship to its other nose, right? And say you're looking at a 90-degree angle. So you're at 3 o'clock and they're at your 12 o'clock. Like thinking of it like a clock time. If you're at 3 o'clock, facing 3 o'clock, and the target's at front of you is at 12 o'clock looking right at you, from 3 to 12, it will slow down from like, I guess around 1 o'clock. And it'll slowly, gradually to get on target to that 12 o'clock, okay? This setting, I suggest leaving it at 1 for right now for those new guys, so that way they can get used to it. And then as you play a little bit longer, test it out. Drop it down all the way to 0. And see if that makes any difference for you, right? Most of these settings are going to be based off of you. For me, I leave it at 1 because I fly consistently with 1 and I just get used to my hand and how I move my ship. All right, next one, VJoy visibility. Now what this does is I always have it visible. What that tells me is when I'm looking in my cockpit and I'm looking straight ahead, there's a line that actually tells me which direction my nose is going. If I want to know that I'm going up and to the right and I can't tell because like I don't know, there's a line that you can use which is called VJoy visibility. You can turn this on or you can turn it off depending on how you feel comfortable with it. I always leave it on just so that way I know which direction I'm going, especially when I'm flying decoupled, so I can maneuver myself. Now with that same line though, okay, that same line right here, you have pilot VJoy range yaw and range pitch. I have these all the way down because that line can shoot all the way across your screen pretty much, and I don't like that. Some people love that. If that's something that you want to try, to do it all the way to the top so that way you know exactly how your line moves and you're getting closer on the target and that line starts to disappear, great. Keep at it. But for me, I want a small line with an arrow and that's it, right? We'll show you on the demonstration about all these settings at the end here. Same thing with the pilot velocity indicator. Always have that on. That goes along with the same numbers that I was talking about. Turrets. Okay. I am not a turret guy. I will straight up tell you that. I will not want to be in a turret ever. That's because I know I can do more damage on the battlefield during an event if I'm flying in a fighter myself. So there are trainings that Dark Raven that puts together. So if you go up to the events tab, you might find yourself, you might find some settings in there